Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Getting jacked has literally become the participation trophy of modern life. And I'm not even joking. Think about it for a second. House prices? Completely unaffordable unless you're willing to sell a kidney. Making friends after school? Harder than finding a parking spot at Costco on a Sunday. Your hobbies? They better make money, or they're considered a waste of time. Don't look like a model? You're getting roasted on social media. Marriage rates? Dropping faster than my motivation on a Monday morning. So the big question everyone asks when they start is, how long does it actually take to get muscular? And here's where it gets interesting, because that depends on a whole bunch of factors. Your workout quality, your age, gender, genetics, diet, sleep, height, starting body weight, and most importantly, what the heck you even mean by muscular. If you've got average expectations and just want to see some noticeable changes, we're talking about 6 months. Want to actually look like someone who works out? Give it at least a year. Want to look like those muscular people you occasionally see in real life? 2 to 3 years minimum. Want to look like those shredded influencers you see every single day on Instagram? Well, that's probably going to require about 400 to 600 milligrams per week, if you know what I mean. And if you want to be truly happy with how your physique looks, brother, you're probably asking for the impossible. But here's the beautiful thing about building muscle. Progress is lightning fast at the beginning and then slows down exponentially the more jacked you get. Someone who's been training for 2 years is going to be significantly bigger and stronger than when they started. This beginning phase is called newbie gains, and it's basically cheat mode for your body. You can do pretty much any recommended workout routine, and as long as you make a conscious effort to lift hard, get some sleep, and eat protein, you literally cannot avoid building muscle. It's like your body is desperate to get swole. The next 2 years? Still growing, still seeing changes, but not nearly as fast. If the first phase was newbie gains, this is maybe gains. Here's where things get real. You can no longer afford to have a trash diet and a pump-and-dump workout schedule where you disappear for weeks at a time and just hit whatever machine happens to be open. Now you actually have to start measuring progress, tracking sets and reps, sticking to a decent diet, not skipping days, not skipping sleep, and definitely not watching workout videos as a replacement for actually working out. And here's the kicker. Someone who's trained for 8 years looks barely any different from how they looked after year 4 or 5. This is the maintenance phase where you're basically just trying to optimize and squeeze out tiny improvements. Either that, or you get so fed up with the slow progress that you switch to powerlifting, start rock climbing, hit the basketball courts, or, well, some people hop on a different kind of cycle. And no, I don't mean bicycles. But here's why I keep saying that building muscle comes down to consistency more than anything else. Even if you're only hitting the gym twice a week with some random 90-minute full-body routine you found on the first page of Google, you'll eventually reach most of your muscular potential. Because everyone on Earth who has ever lifted consistently for an extended period eventually starts taking pride in it. After a few years, working out becomes anywhere from 25% to 90% of your entire personality. You know these people, they can't have a conversation without mentioning their workout. You'll naturally figure out progressive overload, that you need to increase weight or reps to keep making gains. You'll start researching diet tips, learning exercise variations, finding optimal protein sources, and probably accidentally fall down some weird fitness rabbit hole on YouTube at 2 a.m. So no, you don't need to understand bulking, cutting, optimal form, or workout splits when you start. Because as long as you show up consistently and never quit, you'll voluntarily start seeking out all that information. It's one of the few times you can watch videos about your hobby while actually feeling productive. Another reason consistency beats optimization is that we're all heading to the same destination anyway. Your visible progress starts maxing out after about 6 to 8 years of solid training. And honestly, it's probably faster than that, but I'm trying to be nice here. Eventually, we're all going to get pretty close to our maximum potential. Whether you do 20 sets per muscle group per week or just 10, the only thing that changes is how long it takes you to get there. Pretty much everything in muscle building follows the law of diminishing returns. More sets per exercise? Each additional set has less impact. More protein? Each extra gram becomes less useful. More workout days? Each additional day builds less muscle. More YouTube videos about the gym? Each additional video? Well, you get the idea. Looking at the research, 4 sets per muscle group per week is the minimum effective dose for muscle growth. And we're talking fractional sets here. A set of bicep curls counts as 1 set for biceps, but a set of pull-ups counts as about half a set for biceps since they're working as secondary muscles. The more sets you do, the less efficient it gets. If doubling your effort barely increases your results, you might as well save that time and energy for other muscle groups. After all, your lifetime muscle building ceiling is basically the same regardless of how long it takes to get there. Here's a question for you. If you asked a gym bro whether they ever plan to stop working out, what do you think they'd say? No way, bro. Even if you're not getting bigger, the health benefits last your whole life, bro. Bone density, glucose regulation, cardiovascular health. It's all connected, bro. The main reason people get stuck looking the same for years is this cycle. They start working out 6 days a week, burn out and stop for a month, recover the lost progress, then burn out again. Meanwhile, someone who works out just twice a week but never misses and always tries to add an extra rep or a little more weight will slowly but surely max out their potential. Since we're here, let me answer the most common muscle building questions I found on Google. Whatever machines are open. But seriously, it depends on how many days you can commit to. Absolutely, but it's harder to track measurable progress since you can't easily add weight. After a few weeks of consistent training, people love to oversimplify this by saying lift hard, sleep more, eat more. My advice? Lift hard, sleep more, and eat more. That's a whole other video, my friend. So the next time you feel like quitting because there are too many experienced lifters squatting 400 pounds and making that pressure washer sound every rep, just remember, you're only about 3 to 5 years away from being one of those people yourself. The key isn't perfection. It's persistence. Show up, put in the work, and trust the process. Your future jacked self will thank you. And if you found this helpful, smash that subscribe button.